like a little rainbow.
Oh.
There she is. Welcome to TTRL. We are your hosts, Roxanne Gallo and
Zachary Hines, and we are so excited for our first TTRL episode in Pride Month.
Pride!
We have such an exciting episode. There is a lot to talk about. There is so much going on in the world, and I feel like it's fitting that it is happening during Pride Month because Pride was started with a revolution. We are here to say that Black Lives Matter, queer Black Lives Matter, and trans Black Lives Matter. And we are here to uplift you, to celebrate all month long on TTRL.
We are here with Matthew Dodenhoff, aka His Hem.
I play under His Hem. The tagline that I usually go by is like loud gay harp music. Yeah, I sing, I write, I play harp, I play guitar, auto harp, and yeah, I also do weddings, but that's not happening right now. When I was in middle school, I started playing orchestra, so like violin. And then when I was in high school, I started getting into like guitar, and I played in like the worship band. And then, but also like really get into like Tegan and Sarah, Bikini Kill, and then eventually, yeah, that led into the harp at 21. I got one for Christmas, like a little baby one. A few years later, I got in a breakup, and I bought a bigger harp, and then I've been playing that one ever since. It's like a little like internal music. Like everyone can make sounds and stuff, and yeah, I believe everyone's a musician and everyone can kind of see it, but yeah, it's like a language in a way. Music can be. When I was living in New Orleans, I actually didn't play at all. I just I hadn't played really up until that point publicly. But then after living there, working there, and like I worked in the quarter, so like every day I would walk down, Bourbon, and then just no matter what time there's music, and not just in the quarter, but like everywhere else there's music, and all my friends played music, and you go to shows and you'd see things that are so special, and then that definitely persuaded and motivated me to be like, okay, like I'm seeing my friends, people that I care about, like are able to express themselves in that way. Now I want to be able to kind of do that too.
Plugging into the protests and just recent events, and how do you view kind of the role of the artist in all of this?
Somehow, I mean, a lot's transpired in the past few years, but yeah, now it's like, it's really awesome to see just people in the community just posting and showing up and doing all these things. And I definitely think, being an artist in this time is important because you're, documenting what's happening and your expression of it. But then at the same time, like there's so many, Black people and people of color and indigenous people that don't have, the same access. And so I think actually in the music scene, it will be interesting once it comes back from quarantine because everything's been shifted by this and necessary, like it had to be. But I'm interested in seeing what that's going to look like for Tampa venues as well, actually, and for musicians in the area.
Where did you come up with your name that you go by?
So His Hem, it's like there's a story in the Bible that's where Jesus is like walking, and then there's like a sex worker, I believe, and she touches the hem of his garment, and all of a sudden, like, that's able to just wash over her and just make this new life for her. And I always kind of like that idea of just like something as simple as a piece of fabric from someone can just have that impact on you, to kind of use it in my way. So like kind of like take it from where it is and kind of invert it a little bit. Because there's been situations where like I've like brushed up against someone and like a crush or something, and then it's like it kind of washes over you, and it's like religious and spiritual, but also gay.
If I'm alive this time next year, will I be suffering the same fears? 100 songs that sing out loud. Violence comes in violence goes. A simple and an endless road. Oh, violence comes in violence. If I'm alive this time next year, will I be living the same fear? 100 guns at my head. Violence comes in violence goes. A single hand and this violence comes in violence goes. If I'm alive this time next year,
Ooh, we're recording now. It's so official.
Oh my God. I've been expecting all of this.
Vulnerable.
I just woke up before this because it's my day off and I refuse to wake up. But my eyes I have the worst dry eyes in history. So my makeup, I don't know if you could I was trying to use my laptop because the camera is worse and I don't want people to see it's starting to get muddy in the corner of my eyes because there's so much, I keep piling on the eyeshadow. Oh my God.
Mark Castle, the most woke sleepy person.
I'm always sleepy.
I mean, you are kind of iconic for your makeup. Can you how can you just talk to me about your how you discovered that and your evolution in kind of just creating all these different looks?
You hit my weak spot. I love talking about myself. So I started in music. I still do music, and I knew I wanted what my sound to be, and I couldn't figure out how I wanted to look. And I've always had like an affection for drag, but I've never felt like I wanted to do full female illusion. It all just came from watching more non-binary type of aesthetics in drag, and I don't know, I guess that's just what every artist does. You absorb everything around you and then you kind of regurgitate it back, but with glitter on it. When I write songs, it's kind of like there's no set way. Sometimes I'll write lyrics first, or sometimes I'll write beats first, or I'll have like a beat and I'm like, oh, it pairs perfect with this other, I'll just marry the two. The song Branded, it's about just about a toxic relationship, and a toxic relationship that you can't really get out of. Like, you've been branded by their mark. Like, you see what's wrong, but you can't get out of it. The plot, the paper thin plot is like, you see it's me not in drag, just a man gets a flash drive, and then on the flash drive are all these visuals of beautiful women, and then slowly like that man becomes the woman of his fantasies. I'm living my fantasy in quarantine. But to me, music has like shapes and colors, and I can't always recreate the shapes in music videos, but I try to incorporate the colors. I feel like you could just kind of tell when producers have synesthesia. They're good at turning the lyrics into colors and shapes that match the visuals of the themes written.
And do you experience that?
Well, yeah. Sometimes I can like taste things. That's usually why I like pop music and house music or things like that. Like, they're visually fun to look at, and sometimes you get like, it's like candy. Like, it tastes like candy. It's a way to taste something sweet without, rotting your teeth.
I love when I meet like really cool people and really amazing artists, and talking about what made you want to stay here.
Being poor. Honestly, I'm actually very happy with like how things in the Tampa Bay area are now. There is more queer things to do.
Oh
my God, bougie!
She heard us talking.
Oh my God, cats! Oh my God, Obi, get over here! You're being rude. Where's that cat? Oh, Obi! Oh, now he comes out. I've moved on. Come here! Really quick! Oh! Look how enormous this cat is. I do have something to say to all the artists watching, because I've seen a lot of silence from a lot of artists, and the entire purpose of art is to say something, not be silent. So there is no benefit in being silent. So speak up, and we need to acknowledge why Black Lives Matter and why it's important to continue to uplift so many voices who are crushed under the system. Art influences so much. It's a good place to start, artistically, at least in the Tampa Bay area. Be more inclusive.
I love
especially during Pride Month.
Amen.
Sorry to get so serious, but like, it needs to be said. Everyone needs to do their part, I feel.
Right. As James Baldwin says, artists are here to disturb the peace. Thank you for disturbing the peace. I know we can always count on you for that. And
I'm a very eccentric person. Might as well put it to use.
My hands are shaking. I saw you through the fleas, and still my pen is the one thing you didn't kill. My back is aching. My claws are raking. You saw me once or twice at least. Took my hand and carved the mark of the beast. I've
That was such a good episode. My heart.
Oh my God, I'm gonna check my temperature. Whew, that was so
It's
good.
not COVID, it's talent. That's what it is.
Yeah, I hope I have like 2 new boyfriends after this.
Say it every week, but I continue to be floored by the amount of talent that Tampa has.
And so we have a lot more in store for you. Our next episode is going to be on June 24th, so you can catch TTRL now every other week, which gives you 1 extra week to give us all of your requests. So in the comments, share what local artists do you want to see, what do you want them to do, and we will be your magical little genies and make it happen. Have a great Pride Month. Take care of each other. We love you, Tampa Bay, and we'll catch you on the 24th.
Bye-bye. Happy Pride.